architecture, centuries-old churches, an incredibly rich and deep culture, plazas filled with families, kids playing, immaculately clean streets.
What if I told you we're not talking about Spain, Italy, France, or any country in Europe for that matter? What if I told you we're talking about Mexico? That's right, we're talking about the same Mexico that you usually hear this about.
Dream vacations turning into nightmares. The U.S. Department of State issuing an urgent travel advisory to Americans.
A travel advisory just released by the State Department is warning Americans about the risks of traveling to Baja California.
Now, it's not that that side of Mexico doesn't exist or that the news is fake news. Mexico is by no means perfect. All too often we read or hear stories that absolutely break our hearts.
Over the last 3 days, we've had the absolute privilege of exploring Morelia, Michoacan, and it really got us to thinking how beautiful Mexico really is and how this side of Mexico is so seldomly shared. Aside with people, the absolute most kind-hearted and welcoming people on this earth.
Aside with rich culture, a culture so deeply rooted in tradition.
Aside with architecture, architecture that rivals some of the most well-known and admired across the globe.
Aside with food, woo, the food. The food just has a way of bringing the people together for every single meal.
Aside with beauty, beauty in every aspect that is yearning to be shared.
At this point, we would like to point out that this is not about politics, Democrats, Republicans, PRI, PON, AMLO, Trump, Obama, Bush, Clinton, CNN, or Fox News. This is bigger than that.
Through traveling Mexico, our eyes and hearts have been opened beyond the news, beyond the headlines, and into the businesses, the homes, the living rooms, and especially the kitchens of everyday Mexicans.
Despite the barriers that have been built between our two cultures, physically and mentally, Mexicans are just like you and I. They want to be safe, they want a nice home, they want to provide for their family, they want to drink a beer or 3 on Saturdays.
They love their country and they would do anything to provide for their family. All of these values are identical to the values held by families in the United States and all across the world for that matter.
Now, this video is not about comparing countries or cultures or saying you should go to this country over that country. We hope rather that through this video and through our experiences, we can encourage you to open up your heart and your mind to traveling to new places, meeting new people, and to truly exploring and taking advantage of everything this world has to offer.
A special thank you to Morelia, Michoacan for opening our hearts and our minds this week. There is a spark within us that has absolutely been reignited with the country of Mexico, and we are so thankful to have you along for the ride. With that said, I think that's a wrap for this one. We will see you guys tomorrow.